Hey, this is Tony Newsy back with you on GoTarryn TV with my best friend and yours, Taryn, the traveling trainer. Today we're going to be talking about working out in the summertime. We'll see you in a minute.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday, July 11th. Welcome to today's GoTarryn TV show, and I'm Taryn the Traveling Trainer. As you can see side by side, there's Tony T-Bone Yanuzzi from Tequesta, Florida, back here for his monthly check-in with GoTarryn Skype. So, Tony, thanks so much for coming on today. I really appreciate you coming on back on today's show.
Oh, it's no problem. You just caught me on the way out to the gym, so this is perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your workout time, but we'll keep it a little shorter than normal today, obviously. GoTarryn's had some Skype issues on computer, so hopefully we'll be able to get this figured out. So, Tony, I brought you on here. I'm going to cut right to the chase. First, I want to ask you, how are you doing, and how is the wedding planning coming about?
Well, I'm doing great. I was just at my local cardiologist here, and he gave me a clean bill of health. He said he was still proud of me for keeping up with the gym, that he loves how I'm improving and everything's great. And we actually spent more time talking about the wedding than my overall heart, which is good. So I'm doing great. Katie's doing great. We're going to celebrate my future mother-in-law's birthday tonight, and everything's going well.
Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad to hear that. It always seems like everything's shipshape and smooth sailing so far. So that's excellent. And also, as a follow-up, Tony, last time we talked, the address you have for me is the correct one, the correct mailing address. So we'll be on the lookout for that when it comes.
Yeah, I checked that out myself. Everything's cool.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's jump right into today's topic. Right before we started here, I noticed you said we were going to talk about some dehydration stuff. Before we even begin, though, let me preface this by telling everyone out there watching that July is the danger month for people working out. Hey, Tony just said 5 minutes ago he was going to head to the gym and get his workout in. So July is the lowest usage activity within the whole country. That's what research shows. All of the fitness centers and statistics, and as far as Taryn the Traveling Trainer goes, whenever I go to the gyms around here in the greater Atlanta area, I notice that as well. Very low usage, very low activity. People said they're tired, they're sluggish, they're not feeling like working out. It's too hot outside, it's too hot in the gym. So Tony, how are the people going to combat this? Let's jump in here and just tell the people out there how do you stay motivated? What keeps you going to keep doing your workouts during the summertime?
Well, I guess it's just my own stubbornness. I mean, I don't like when I slack off with anything. I'm not on purpose. I mean, I let myself slide. I give myself an inch, and I end up taking a mile.
Mm-hmm.
My family, we were a lot. On my mother's side, there were a lot of procrastinators. And it's sort of an inherited trait, so I want to do my best to combat that. And if I'm doing something, if I'm keeping something up, I just want to go forth and ignore the instinct of just letting it go, and instead just keeping on, working out, keeping fit, and it's just my own internal motivation. That's really all I can say. Simple as that.
Very good. Nice. How about staying cool and staying rehydrated and avoiding dehydration? What's your thoughts on that, Tony?
Well, my thoughts, it's a very personal issue with me because I really don't get enough. In the past, I haven't really stayed as hydrated as I should, and my mother, even to this day, still keeps on me, not drinking enough water. In fact, a couple of years ago, I was actually on my way up to Vermont. I was going to take a flight up later that evening, and I went to use the restroom, and I found out that my urine was a dark red color, and I totally freaked out.
Oh.
I had no idea what it was. Called my regular physician, called my mother. between the three of us, we figured out, just he's coming up here anyway. Just put him on the flight and we'll take care of it. We went to Dartmouth Hospital since it was on the way. Dartmouth Hospital in New Hampshire. It was on the way to where my mother lives in Vermont. Long story short, hospital stay that really wasn't needed because I was simply dehydrated. My mother really got into me for that, and for the rest of the trip, because I was staying at a month at a time at that point, she made sure that she used to give me these giant juice bottles that were like, the ocean spray stuff, fill it with water and make sure I drank that amount for the whole day.
That's really good.
But I mean, my point is, since then, I've really tried to drink enough fluid, water especially. But I've also been mindful that water exists in a lot of foods, like fruit. In fact, just last night, Katie came over, and she wants to make sure she fits in her wedding dress. So I've been careful of when she comes over, I get a lot of sensible desserts. And the point is, yesterday we had fruit salad, and I have a bottle of tea on the table that I was working on, 20-ounce bottle of tea, and yet we're digging into watermelon and honeydew and all sorts of melon, and we finished that like, I can't drink anymore because I had so much watermelon.
Oh wow!
And so it's just mindful that fruits and vegetables. I mean, you should not drink water, but you just got to be mindful of how much fluid you're taking in with how much you eat and drink.
Very true. Yeah, that's a big part of it, is the nutrition aspect. What about, do you ever do protein supplementation, like protein drinks or smoothies or shakes, anything like that?
Nothing on purpose. I know I visit my mother.
Yeah.
And she does a lot of that stuff just for her own health benefit. And while she has the blender out, she'll make me a smoothie. She leaves out the kale for me. I love the stuff, but too much vitamin K, and that's not good for my heart medication. But anyway, so she has a blender out. She'll get me a protein smoothie. I don't really need them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really drink them as a rule. But when my mom has a blender out, I'll have one.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Well, how about as far as in the workouts? I get a lot of clients that'll tell me that the reason why they don't like working out in the summer is because they sweat too much. I have some clients that just absolutely don't like to sweat, and that's a sign that if they're not sweating enough, obviously they're not hydrated enough. But what's your thoughts on dehydration in general, and in terms of like, for your example, you and Katie, when you guys go to the gym, do you like to sweat, and do you build towards that, or are you the same too? Do you guys not like sweating, and is it too hot in the gym?
Well, first of all, I can't speak for her because she has her own personal trainer. We don't work out, unfortunately, together.
Yeah.
And speaking just for me, I'm very mindful. If I'm not sweating, I'm not working hard enough. I like to sweat just because I know, okay, my body's getting a workout.
Mm-hmm.
And I figure, I mean, nothing towards anyone personally, but my philosophy is, if it bothers you so much to sweat, just take a shower, take a nap, clean up, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I mean, if I know that I'm not sweating, I'm not working hard enough, I'll hit the weights more, I'll do more cardio. In fact, you say, July is a slow month because of hot days. I mean, yeah, it sucks having to walk anywhere in the heat, but I consider it part of my workout, part of my cardio. Total truth, I have neighbors. I belong to a condo that has a long access road that I have to get through just to get to the main street and then up towards my gym. I get to the end of the access road. I have neighbors in their cars stopping, feeling sorry for me. Do you want to ride? And I have to explain, no, I'm on my way to the gym. This is my cardio. And then they apologize and go on their way.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks having to walk anywhere in the heat. And but as far as working out, I just consider it a part of my workout. And again, more sweat, more work done.
Good. Yeah, I like that, Tony. As far as, people just get those afternoon doldrums, and if they're just sitting on the couch watching TV, or if they're at work all day, let's say, and they know they have to get to the gym, there's a million excuses that come up that, hey, I'm just not going to make it. What would you tell those people, Tony, that, in a few words of encouragement, of not to fall into that trap of getting bored and dull and just saying, I don't want to go to the gym, or, I don't want to go see my personal trainer?
Yeah,
And
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, what would you say?
I almost hate to say it because it's a combination of things I can't take credit for because I've heard them other places.
Hmm.
Like one of my earlier sessions on this show, I spoke about the very first personal trainer I ever had at a gym. On a particular day, I was feeling down about how much I was doing,
Hmm.
and I was feeling I was wasting both of our time. And he, I mean, if you've heard this out there, I apologize, but I just want to repeat myself.
No, this is good.
Um, no, he sat me down and he said, "Look, first of all, don't worry about me because the gym pays me out of the way. Secondly, don't worry about yourself because at least you're here and at least you're trying.
Yeah. Hmm.
That beats sitting on a couch watching television any day."
Yep.
And another piece of advice that I actually got from Mr. Brian Gilbert on the show, thank you very much. It's very simple. Slow motion is better than no motion.
Oh, I remember that too. Absolutely.
Yes, and all credit goes to him. That's a wonderful, wonderful philosophy. That even today, if I feel like, oh, I don't want to go, but I got to do something. So, in the back of my mind, I think slow motion is better than no motion. At least I can try my very best, and at least, even if it's half-hearted, at least I accomplished some sort of a workout, and I feel just as good as any workout day.
Well said, Tony. Very good. I love it. Well, listen, I think that's great. I think that you've given some really good tips and advice here and suggestions for all the people out there. And, I think that this is really good information, good insight. And I'm so thrilled that you came back on here. We're able to share that with all the folks out there. And we always do this every time we have you on, but let's go ahead and reiterate it. How do the folks out there watching, if this is their very first time watching, or if they don't remember, how do they get in touch with you directly?
Okay, very simple. You can find me on Facebook under my name of Tony Yanuzzi. Just look it up. You should see this face on a picture. By all means, friend me. Also, I'm on Twitter, which is where most of my social information goes out from, and that's at Sayscalled, ASAYSCALLED. And my email, of course, it's TONY period YANNUZZI at gmail.com. Those are the three main ways you can get in touch with me. I'd love if you get in touch with me. Go right ahead. And I'm sure Taryn will have the information again at the end of this video.
Yeah, we'll have that with your picture there as we fade to black. So that was awesome, Tony. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today, everyone. And Tony, thanks for coming back on. We're going to have you back next month again to follow up, and we always love having you on here.
Well, it's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Well, Tony, looking at the time, thanks for your time. I'm going to let you go get to the gym, get your workout on. And folks, you guys watching, you heard it right there from Tony. No excuses, and get out there despite the hot weather. Make sure to rehydrate and get your workouts in. And everyone out there watching, enjoy your Saturday and this weekend. And Tony, we'll see you back here soon.
Sounds great.
All right, here comes Tony's information one more time.